It's Week 9 of the National Football League.
And off we go from Denver. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
The numbers for Williams a week ago, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Etienne up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 16 carries, 95 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Lawrence. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. The Jaguars at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And they're going to move it down the inside the 25. play action. It's Lawrence. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
The right play, yeah.
That too.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Buying time to his left. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jalen Waddle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he lost the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
A give to Etienne running right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Calling a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And he comes back with one complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Quez Watkins from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Elijah Mitchell, 64 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Piñeiro now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On third down, Lawrence. Touchdown! Quez Watkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jags take a 3-touchdown lead in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Throwing on third. Goff. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Here's Lawrence. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Lawrence, and now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And now
after review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Again, it's Lawrence.
And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jamison Williams.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now gone. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There's gone. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Curlin Sutton in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 6.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of workload. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 43 yards on the ground for him. 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe that there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And Nathaniel Hackett apparently disagrees with the ruling on the field, and he's going to challenge this one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down, ball on the 3, first down marker at the 1-yard line. Lawrence. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Lawrence going to throw again. Touchdown, Jaguars. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And he's caught on the the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Lawrence. Got a man. It's Waddle complete.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Get the ball! Get the ball!
Lawrence will throw. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Now Lawrence to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense? Someone who will dance with him and go where he goes. Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So the Broncos coming out now.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Sutton.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Goff now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. A pass for Sutton is intercepted.
Picked off by Andre Cisco.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Goff. To the right side. It's caught by Mitchell. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 39 yards there. A big one.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Completion here to Claypool. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a counter, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one.
Touchdown, Broncos. Mike Gesicki, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision. Zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now your whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything, Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
And a loose football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now Goff.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete.
Well, the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so.
Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spin flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow the memories live on. Be strong.
Get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway here on EA Sports from the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up the throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. He'll get this off to Etienne.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 74 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
Nice little juke. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Pierce now up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's underneath to Pierce, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got this, complete to Williams.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jalen Waddle
is a touchdown in the air.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop the throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now a pass hauled in downfield and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
And this one's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Rolling to his right.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jalen Waddle.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now is signaling a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Take it in at the 3.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most important.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 60 yards.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Lawrence will throw.
They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. They'll find Williams on the slant.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Jamison Williams.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, and what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. There he goes, right side. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And now out comes Houston.
We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's got this to Williams, complete.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Now Lawrence on first down.
He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jags are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Check, pink, black one, yellow, line, opposite, green, blue, check.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Ready, ready.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's a give to Etienne. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jaguars continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just had on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Check white, black, yellow, check pink, black block, yellow,
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
That will throw here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
Here we go.
At the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow. That's a really big game.
Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
Out to his left. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field,
yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck, holding like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumental. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit them, just let the rhythm hit them. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now.